skies of a different light. Why noise that keeps me up at night? I can't help but think back to you.
Hi. I haven't seen you guys in a long time. I'm gonna get ready while I talk to you guys. Just had some delicious avocado toast. Let me brush it quick and I'll tell you guys in a minute. Is brushing teeth like a fetish for some people? I don't know. It's been a crazy like 2 months. In July or June, I can't remember, we decided to, my sister decided to kick my dad out of her apartment. If you guys don't know, my dad had a brain injury. And he almost died in the hospital. He actually ended up surviving, but they said he was not allowed to work anymore, that he needed to go on disability. So my sister and I decided to move to Arizona. Now you guys remember that video. Then I decided not to move to Arizona because I could not leave my children, which by my children, if you're new, I mean the kids I watch because I am a teacher aide. Let's continue. So I couldn't go, and I just couldn't do it, and my sister did. He ended up living with her, and just little things like that where it was like starting to feel like he was back to drinking. At one point he asked them if a lady can come stay with them, because she had to come to Phoenix for something. So he's like, can she sleep, you know, spend the night, and then that way she can go to her appointment the next morning. She lives far away. And my sister said no. Now the reason is because obviously she doesn't want strangers in her house, and we don't trust my dad's friends, but also because this lady, okay, when my dad was messaging her and telling her things like, oh, they don't let me do anything here, they don't let me drink, I'm miserable here. Yeah, here with his daughter, he was miserable. Then the lady would tell him like, well then just leave and come with me and I'll take care of you. And you know you can drink here and do whatever you want. And I'm like, really? He almost died? And you guys are doing your little teenage flirting and talking bad about us? And I'm like, what? We're in Mexico. We're all in Mexico. My sister, me, my family. And he calls my sister and says, hey, can they stay? My sister's like, I already told you no. And he's like, yeah, but Leah and then your cousins are in Phoenix for the night, and they didn't leave a key behind, and she can't get into the house. So they said they weren't gonna come and open the door. My sister said no to them staying still, but she had a bad feeling that he wasn't gonna listen. So they took off for Mexico to go back home. And when they arrived, there was that lady who had been talking crap about us with him through Messenger. So my sister got very, very mad, and she kicked him out. And he decided to go work. They went and took him to this place for migrant workers. You know, they live there, they work and whatever. He was gonna stay there. After a couple days, he realized he can't work because of his disability. So she brought him back, and he was allowed to come back. Obviously, with not allowing any people to do anything, right, to come in. So then after that, he really started drinking, and like not even trying to hide it. It was really bad. He would come home, my sister said, really wasted, and you know, with no regrets, no nothing. They just decided to grab all his crap and throw it in the car and go find him, and they did. And then they drove him to Arizona. And the whole drive, to the area in Arizona where he lived. And the whole drive, he did not talk to them. And at one point, she asked him a question, and he totally ignored her. The only person he talked to was my brother-in-law to give him directions. So, yeah. So he left. He left, and I went through a lot in the last 2 months. Just like realizing that a lot of my trauma comes from his drinking. Thinking that, you know, when we moved to California, I thought, oh, well, we're getting away from all this garbage. But no, you can't get away from that. That kind of stuff haunts you. No matter, a change of pace helps, but it still haunts you. So, you know, I'm still that scared little 10-year-old girl who was scared of her dad coming home drunk. I'm still that person, and it's really sad. And so I had to go through a lot of mourning because I decided I am disowning him. Another thing that happened to me at the same time is my coworker decided to quit the work. My coworker had been going through a lot. She, honestly, I love her. She was my mentor. I looked up to her when I first started working. She taught me everything I know, but she is going through something hard. Like, it's really bad. It's been building up for over years, and I mean mentally she's going through something bad. You know, at the end there, I decided to block her and everything I know, because I cannot deal with the stuff she was doing and saying. I did not want to be part of it or co-sign it. She would say many times, and I only got it now, that there was a double standard. And then she tried to tell my boss that I did something wrong when that didn't happen. It was just really heartbreaking for her to be acting this way and accusing me of things. And at the end, she ended up quitting. And I thought, well, now we're gonna get to rest. I'm gonna feel like I'm not being persecuted by someone who feels like they're being persecuted. But it ended up being a sad moment for me as well. I mourned her as well for like 2 weeks. I felt sad that she was gone. I felt sad that she wasn't going to be around anymore. And I thought I was going to be relieved, but no, I was sad. I was sad that it ended that way. And it also caused me to get really sad because I'm the only aide left. Our other aide moved, and I'm the only one there left, you know? And we have parent volunteers that are doing amazing. They're doing an awesome job with the kids. But it's still not the same, you know? It's like you need someone who's there all the time, who you can share grievances with. I discover that there's a rat in my apartment because I had left some dishes unwashed for a bit, and they decided to come feast. And that was really scary. I am extremely scared of rats. If you guys don't know, I have a phobia, and that was really scary to know that there was some rats around. And yeah, that's it. That's the whole story. So I decided to move upstairs, if you guys see me up here, because I could not deal with the fact that there was a rat downstairs. We did everything. We cleaned, we put poison, we put a trap. I was like feeling so great about being up here with family. I was not feeling so lonely. I was loving it. And then one day I'm having a movie night with the kids. One of the foster brothers, because my parents do foster care, and Aurora. I'm gonna change into something real quick. So we were watching a movie, and all of a sudden we hear sounds coming from under the grandfather clock. I know, out of everything, the grandfather clock. And when we go look, one of my foster brothers goes to look, and it is a rat. There's a rat under the grandfather clock. Of course, I freak out, everybody freaks out. He hits it with like an old broomstick that is not around right now, but it hasn't been around down here at least for a while. So I don't know if it's just dead or if it's downstairs feeding on something that it might have found. I don't know, but I'm really happy it's gone. So yeah, this is my bedding. Let me show you guys. Boop. Isn't this really cute? That's what's been going on in my life. Everything's going a little bit better. I am starting a weight loss journey on this channel, as you guys might have seen or will see soon. I think this video will go up first. So that is it for today. I do not have time to do my makeup, but that's okay. I will see you guys in my next video, which will be my food video. I mean my weight loss video. Thank you for being here for me and with me, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.